This is the series of 5 videos about exponential rule, and this is the third video. We're going to talk about negative and zero power, how to evaluate a negative power or how to evaluate a zero power. Alright, we're going to look at the first example, example 1. Okay, so we use the regular way. 3 to the second power is 3 times 3 twice. 3 to the fifth power is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. So we will have 3 and 3 cancel each other out, give you 1 on top and bottom. 3 and 3 cancel each other out, give you 1 and 1. Alright, on the numerator you have 1 times 1, which is 1. At the denominator you will have 1 times 1 times 3 times 3 times 3. So since 3 multiply itself 3 times, that will be 3 to the third power. Okay, so that's the answer for that problem, and that is the long way. What happened if I use the short way? So as we learned that when you divide the power with the same base, all we need to do is subtract the exponent, meaning that 2 minus 5. 2 minus 5. And as we know that 2 take away 5, you take more than what you have, you're going to owe some numbers, some money. That will be negative 3. Okay, 2 minus 5 is negative 3. So now we're going to do is take this 2 answer, the answer on the right, we're going to bring it out, 3 to the negative 3, and the answer on the left, or sorry, on my right, we're going to bring it down. That will give you 1 over 3 to the third power. Alright, take a second. Do you see any connection, any pattern here? Alright, and we see that when you have a negative exponent, so we have to do is put 1 under 3, and then all we need to do is flip our fraction. So when you flip this, you will have 1 over 3 and turn the negative exponent to a positive exponent. Then we can have our answer. Okay, let me give you one more example. If I have, let's say 2 raised to the negative 5. Okay, to evaluate this or to simplify this, to get rid of the negative exponent, all we need to do is put 1 under and flip it. Our answer is going to be 1 over 2 to the fifth power, positive. Alright, that's it. So now we're going to go to the next part, observation. So all I want you to do is write down the concept. So when we have a negative exponent, we will flip the fraction. Flip the fraction. Which means that if it's a whole number, you're going to put 1 under and flip it. Alright, we're going to go to try this. It's your turn. Pause the video and try the problem for a couple minutes. And then check the answer with me. Alright, I hope that you try it out. So answer for part A, 5 to the second power is 5 times 5. The bottom 5 to the third power is 5 times 5 times 5. So we reduce this. That will give you 1 over 5. Okay, and if we go on the long way, the short way, I'm sorry, that will be 5 of 2 minus 3. That will be 5 to the negative 1. Because it's negative exponent, you put 1 under and we flip it. That will be 1 over 5 to the positive 1, which is also 1/5. Okay, second one, x to the third power is x times x times x. X to the fifth power is x times x times x times x 5 times. Okay, you have the same pair on top and bottom is turned into 1. So that will be 1 on top. As the denominator, you have 2 x's, so x squared as the final answer. Now we can also do is x to the third power minus 5. That will be x to the negative 2. Negative exponent, you're going to put 1 under, and we flip it. That will be 1 over x squared positive. And they match with the top answer. Alright, example 2. Example 2. You guys pause the video and try this for a minute to see if you can get the answer. Alright, example 2, we're going to write down 8 times x times x times x 3 times, and 2x times x 5 times. Okay, and we see that x's cancel each other out. That will give me 8 over 2x squared. And since this is the division problem, so I can get divide, or simplifying this, that will give me 4 over x squared as the final answer. Okay, now if we go on the short way, we use the quotient rule. 8 divided by 2 is 4. X to the third power minus 5. That will give us 4 x to the negative 2. Okay, then since it's negative exponent, we put 1 under. We don't put 1 underneath of 4 because this power just apply for x. When the power always apply for the number or letter in front of it. If they mean negative 2 apply for both 4x, then they will have the parenthesis like this, 4x negative 2. For right now, because there's no parenthesis, so the negative exponent just apply for x. So now all we have to do is flip this, so that will be 4 times 1 over x to the positive 2. And this is 4 over 1. We multiply straight across, that would be 4 over x squared. And they also matching with the top. Alright, now it's your turn. Go ahead, try C and D. C and D. Alright, I hope you try it. So here's the answer. That will be 12 z times z, 4 z times z times z. So 12 divided by 4, that's give me 3 on top. Z and z cancel each other out, so that will give you 1z at the bottom. Alright, if we go on the other way, 12 divided by 4 is 3. Z squared minus 3. That will be 3 of z to the negative 1. Negative exponent, we put 1 under and we flip it. So 3 stays still on top. 3 over z to the first power. Okay, now next one. 6a squared is 6 times 8 times 8. 2 8 or 6, so 2a times a times a times 8. 6 times. 6 divided by 2 will give me 3 on top. A and a divide out. Give me a raised to 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 to the 4th power at the bottom. Okay, if we go the long way, 6 divided by 2 is 3. A squared minus 6. A squared minus 6. That will be 3a to the negative 4. Since it's negative exponent, you put 1 under and we flip it. That will be 3a to the 4th power. Alright, now we go down to the next problem. Example 3. So x to the 3rd power divided by x to the 3rd power. How do we solve for this? Okay, so same concept. We're going to write down 3x's on top and 3x's at the bottom. And we said that every pair of the same number on top and bottom, they will cancel each other out, or they turn into one whole. Right? So 1 times 1 times 1, the answer is 1. Now on the other side, we can use the quotient rule. x of 3 minus 3, that is x to the 0. Now we bring the left side and right side together. X to the 0 equal to 1. X to the 0 equal to 1. Matter of fact, anything raised to 0 is going to be 1. Like 5 raised to 0 is going to be 1. 1 half x raised to 0 is 1. A million raised to 0 power will be 1. Whatever raised to 0 is 1. Alright, so now we're going to look at the observation we can write down is any number or variable raised to 0, 0 is 1. Okay, go ahead, try this problem. It's gonna be a surprise for you. Go ahead, try your best. Alright, here's the answer. 15 raised to 0 will turn into 1. That's equal to 1. Negative 2/3 x in parentheses raised to 0 is going to be 1. The answer for G, because there's no parentheses, the 0 just apply for x. So x is 1. Negative 2/3 is still negative 2/3. So negative 2/3 times 1 is still negative 2/3. So the final answer is negative 2/3. Because without parentheses, 0 just apply for the number or letter in front of it. Now, the next one. So, since 2/3 x raised to 0, in parentheses, that turn into 1. But negative is not inside parentheses, so we bring it down. The answer is negative 1. Alright, I believe that is the last, yes, that's the last example. I hope that you make mistake and learn from it, okay? Mistake is the part of learning. Thank you everyone for trying and hope to see you on the next video. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.